Hello everyone and welcome to this following task. On this occasion we have approaches to teaching reading. You may recall the previous task where we have approaches to teaching writing. These are both very similar, so we'll maintain the same structure within the tasks and also the evidence that you will be producing towards the end. So if you already did the previous one, doing this one is pretty much the same. The only difference is now we're going to focus on reading. In the same way, when you approach a reading class or a reading exercise within your class, you don't want to just start. Say that, for example, you have a reading activity on your student book or your workbook, and you tell your students, okay, open up on so-and-so page. You maybe quickly go through the photos that are presented on the page. Then you have students read. Then you have students complete the exercise that accompanies the reading, maybe check answers, and that's it, and then you move on. Well, you did the exercise and your students did the exercise, but you have to question this. Did they really get something out of this? Was there actually a learning experience? Did the reading skill or language skill truly have some kind of development, which also was fundamented in the other language skills like listening, speaking, and writing on this occasion? That sort of very direct approach to look at the photos, read it, check the answers at the end, doesn't really take your students into developing their reading skills. So in this, because of this, you need to take a look at various approaches to teaching reading. You want to, very similar to the writing process, in reading, you want to immerse your students into, in this occasion, the content of the reading, of what the reading will be, the topic, the situation, the context. So you want to grab from the other skills, the listening, speaking, and writing, and have those push forward the reading skill and whatever sub-skills you have going on there, and have those develop those reading skills, those reading sub-skills, so that through context, situation, and immersion, your student truly furthers his or her reading skills. Now, there's many ways, and you'll be taking a look at some of these approaches here on this task. And like I said, the previous task and this one are very similar in nature, with the difference of the language skill, writing and reading. So in the same way, you will find on this occasion a reading activity and the various reading approaches to teaching reading. So you will take the one reading activity and develop it or adapt it or change it according to one reading approach, and then take that same one and adapt it, modify it according to the second reading approach, and then come back to the same one and adapt it, change it according to the third reading approach. So at the end, you'll take the same one and have versions of it, all depending or based on the various approaches. And similar to the writing, this will give you a much broader horizon and ease of comparison and contrast, so that you can actually take a look at what's similar, what's different, and the possible impacts this may have on your students and their development of the reading skill. Okie dokie then, so let's get started with this next task.